Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As always, I'm your co-host Donovan Quick, and I had another video for you guys today, but I mean, this is some just massive breaking news. Tua Tagovailoa just signed a massive 4-year deal, the largest 4-year deal in NFL history. 4 years, $212.4 million with an average of $53.1 million per year. And I mean, honestly, I thought it was going to be more. As soon as Trevor Lawrence signed the $55 million and Tua started to hold in a little bit, you know, I thought it was kind of like, okay, this is not gonna, he's gonna get like 56, 57, something like that. But he took a small pay cut because, let's be honest, he's better than Trevor Lawrence. He deserves more money than Trevor Lawrence. And I apologize for my camera going absolutely insane right now. It's because I'm moving my arms all around. But Tua Tagovailoa, this comes off the heels of him holding out for the first 2 practices of training camp. He practices today on Saturday and all 11 on 11 drills. So this is probably agreed upon before practice, and then they decided to, announce it after practice, after he just completely showed up and showed out and just showed everybody on the field, showed everybody in the front office, showed everybody in the practice field that he is the guy for this team. Whether we like it or not, he is the guy. And over the past, couple of days, I was going back and forth with my co-host Jacob, and I'm like, I don't know if I really want to sign him to a massive deal, a long-term deal that's like 5 years, because I'm like, we can have him this year for, his 20-something million dollars. Then next year, franchise tag him, be somewhere in the 40s. And then, if he doesn't win a playoff game, then I probably don't want him anymore. But coming off of this, I mean, I can't really be happier. I really can't. Like, obviously, I wanted it to be $45 million. I wanted it the entire time. I knew that wasn't realistic. But now that it's done, we get an extra $16 million in cap space that we can use at the trade deadline to acquire another massive, person that we need, or trade for a massive person that we need right now, right? We get just on a 1-year deal. Who cares? We have the cap space for them now to bring on another big name that can help this team go places. Now, obviously, I'm going to be a lot more on top of Tua about, like, look, I need him to step up. I need him to be able to show us why he deserved that contract, to show us that, he is worth that. Because let's be honest, how many quarterbacks out there are really worth 50 plus million dollars? Like, realistically, I know the market and everything else, it drives the price up. So, like, that's what you're going to get. But how many quarterbacks are really worth over 50 million? Maybe 4 or 5? Like, right now, Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar, Joe Burrow. Like, that's my 4. Like, that's Aaron Rodgers if he's healthy. So, yeah, it goes hand in hand. Like, you're going to be more scrutinized now. You got your money, you're going to be more scrutinized. You're going to need to win a playoff game for me in the next 2 years, or I'm going to be just mind boggled. But honestly, this helps us out so much financially right now, being able to get that $16 million in our pockets, to have the security of being like, okay, look, Tua's signed. He's not gonna, play scared, or, he's paid. He has his money. He has his guarantees. He's gonna go out there and show up and show out. He's not gonna be too scared of getting hurt. And I know a lot of us are scared of him getting hurt, especially with all the weight that he lost this offseason. But let me remind you guys, Tua last year, meanwhile, he played 17 games and had a great season. He was better the year before. When we were throwing the ball, didn't have a run game, he was a lot more precise. He was a lot more mobile in the pocket because he didn't have all that weight that he was lugging around. Now, he didn't know how to fall properly. He got the concussions, and that shortened his season. But when he was in there, dude was throwing dime after dime after dime. Now, give him, he was really good last year too, but he struggled when he couldn't be mobile. And when the pocket started collapsing, when the offensive line couldn't hold up at the end of the season because it was just demoralized and demolished with injuries. So this year, when Tua's, hopefully Tua's able to be a little bit more mobile. I heard something about him throwing a 70-yard bomb to Tyreek Hill in practice today. I mean, it's gonna get exciting here, guys. Football season's back. Tua's paid. I mean, I can't really express how much my excitement is. And look, I'm a fan, just like you, everybody else here. I'm a fan. That's first and foremost. And then I kind of go into analyzing it a little bit. Okay, we have money. We can pick someone else up to help this team even more. If we extend Tyreek next, we have even more money to help bring even more people in. But more, it's the security of being like, okay, he's finally paid. Let's get it back into football. Let's not worry about the contract too much, right? And that's what it's been. It's been a distraction this entire time. Now that distraction's gone, back to football, back to getting Tua as ready for this season as possible, getting him as mobile as possible. He's not going to be Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray, but like, if he can pick up a couple first downs with his feet, if he can, move around in the pocket when stuff starts to collapse on him, I love it. And he has more power throwing with his QB camp that he did. I'm excited to see Tua just jump to another level this year. And I think he can. Now, I'm going to give him 2 years. This is a 4-year contract. I'm giving him 2 years. Win me at least one playoff game, and I'll be happy. You don't win a playoff game in the next 2 years, I'm going to be calling for your head in 3. If you don't win in 3 years, I'm burning your jersey in 4. I probably won't burn the jersey. I'm not that much of a hater, but it's just an analogy, right? Guys, let me know in the comments below if you're excited about this deal, if you think this is a bad deal. Honestly, like I said, the $53.1 million, that puts him around Jared Goff range. Jared Goff got a little bit more than him. Obviously, Burrow gets more than him. I believe Herbert gets more than him. Trevor Lawrence is the only person really above him, besides Herbert, that doesn't really deserve more than him. I mean, and there's a lot of guys below him. I mean, below him, you have Patrick Mahomes, you have Josh Allen, you have those guys. I mean, Dak Prescott's going to get another deal. I don't think he should be higher than 53, but he probably will. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Do you think there's going to be a heavier microscope on Tua this year because of this? Do you think, what is your thoughts? Like, I genuinely want to know what everybody's thoughts are. Like, do you think this is a terrible deal for the Dolphins? Do you think this is a good deal for the Dolphins? Are you happy the distraction is finally over? Or do you think this puts more of a microscope on the team to be like, okay, you have to win now, or you're just going to be, a failure? Let me know what you guys think. And the good thing is that we got this done before Jordan Love's deal. Jordan Love's probably going to get a little bit more money than Tua. We got this done before Dak got paid, and Dak might play off this season, but who knows? But he's probably going to get somewhere close to 60. Honestly, I do think this puts a microscope, but I also think the distraction kind of goes away. It's more of a fan-based microscope. Like, okay, you got paid. Prove it to us now why you deserve to get paid. Because, like I said, I wanted him to get paid. I don't think that, especially with all the 30-plus-year-olds we have on this team's in win-now mode. Our window is there, and I hate to even say that we have a window because we haven't done anything in the playoffs. We got smoked in back-to-back years. Actually, no, we didn't get smoked back-to-back years. We got smoked last year. But, I mean, hey, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Genuinely want to know. Deuces.